Hello. Today I want to talk about 7 easy house plants that you could keep in low light that will thrive in your home. And you don't need to have a green thumb to be able to take care of these plants. All these plants that I'm going to show you, I water once a week, except for two. Two of them I water like every 2 to 3 weeks. First of all, I want to start with the peace lily. I try to buy most of my plants small because I like to watch them grow, and I get the satisfaction of seeing that I'm able to take care of them. This is a peace lily. I got this one as a rescue. It was in really bad shape, but as you can see, it's doing really well, and it's actually producing some flowers. There's one right back here, and there's another one way down there. Anyways, the peace lilies are great for cleaning out the air. They're great plants to have in your bedroom. They produce oxygen, and plus they look great, and they're so easy to take care of. The peace lily, one of the things that I like about it is when it needs water, the leaves droop. This one needs a little bit of water right now, so you can see the leaves are starting to droop a little bit. But it will probably last a day or two before I need to really water it. Moving along, here are dracaena. This is a dracaena Janet Craig, and these are all dracaenas right here. These are two of the biggest plants that I own. This is a dracaena corn plant, and this is a dracaena dragon plant. And all three of them were rescue plants. The two larger ones are roughly about 3 feet tall. Right now I have them on my coffee table, but you can see the difference from this little pot to those two larger pots. They're 10-inch pots that I have, the two larger ones. And again, these two plants, well, 3 plants, I water them only once a week when the soil is dry. This one right here tends to take more water before the corn plant. The corn plant, I could actually go 2 to 3 weeks before I water it. And again, they make beautiful plants, and these are 3 different kinds of dracaena from the same family. They all store their water in their cane. This one does look like a corn plant. And as you can see here, the dragon plant also has a cane. And the Janet Craig eventually will also grow into a cane. Moving along, my very first plant I ever owned was a pathos. This one right here is a pathos marble queen that I just got about a week ago. Very easy to take care of, and they come in so many different variations or variegations. You could get a solid green. This one, as you can see, it looks like marble. There's a lot of white in these leaves. There's also the golden pathos that instead of white, it will be gold. And then there's also the pathos M-Joy, which looks like the leaves are painted in white, half green and half white. Again, these plants, I water once a week, and they get droopy when they need water. One thing about the pathos, they're very easy to propagate. You could cut them right down here. This is a node. I don't know if you could see where's my finger, but that's a node right there, and there's actually a beginning of a root right there. You could cut it, stick it in water, and in about 3 to 4 weeks, you will have roots coming out, and you could put them directly into the soil or in water to get roots. The next plant I want to show you is a Chinese evergreen. This one is the pink Chinese evergreen, and I also have the green Chinese evergreen. There's one that the stems are more red. This one is the pink one. But they're really pretty plants, very low maintenance, very easy to take care, and like I said, low light. So if you don't have bright lights in your home, these are some very easy to take care plants. The next plant is one of my neglect plants. This one I could go a month or two before I water, and it's my ZZ plant. It is beautiful. I'm going to move these other ones out of the way so you could get a better look of the leaves on the ZZ plant. Hold on one second. But anyways, let me move it over here. The ZZ plant has these thick, green, bright leaves. And again, this plant you could neglect, stick it in a closet, or forget about it. Stick it in a dark room and it will thrive. When I first got this one, it was really root bound, so I had it stick it in a different pot. It's a very slow growing plant. You could cut it, stick it directly in the soil, or cut a leaf and stick it directly in the soil, but they do take forever to show any kind of growth. And this one, since I got it, has put out a few new shoots. This is one. Here's another one. And there's one back here was really tiny. But like I said, I water this plant roughly every 3 weeks. Oh, and I just noticed there's a new shoot growing right there. Okay, let me get the other one. Spider plants. These are one of the most easiest plants to grow, propagate, or take care of. I have 3 different varieties of spider plant. This is your typical spider plant that you see every day. I do have 2 Hawaiian spider plants that the leaves are a lot thicker. And one is variegated white with green, and the other one is more of a solid green. Again, these plants, if you want the plant to produce babies, spider plants, keep it in a small pot. The tighter the pot, the quicker they will produce little shoots of baby spider plants. The same thing with the next plant that I'm going to show you, which I'm going to have to walk over there because it's too heavy for me to carry. And that is my snake plant, aka mother-in-law plant or Sansevieria. This plant right here, when I purchased it, it was a rescue. It had a lot of damaged leaves. Here's one. And what I did, I cut most of the leaves that were damaged off, and I stuck it in a tiny little 4-inch pot. And I don't know if you saw in my last video, that pot had 3 new shoots growing out. The same thing with the snake plants. Keep them in a very tiny pot. The tighter it is, the quicker you will get new growth. This one, when I purchased it, I put it into a 12-inch pot, which I made the mistake because now I have roughly about 3 inches on the side, and I won't get any new growth on this plant for a long time. But the way that the snake plants grow is if they're in a tight pot, the roots go down and then they come sideways. So once the roots hit the side of the pot, what's the next thing? They shoot up, and that's how you get the new growth. And this plant right here, I really water it like maybe every 3 to 4 weeks. Very neglectful and great for low light. Another plant that is great to have in the bedroom because it really works at night by producing oxygen and cleaning the carbon monoxide in the air. And today it's been a very rainy day, so it's a hard day to show you the next thing on how you know if you have low light, medium light, or bright light. Get a 8-inch sheet of paper, and coming over to the shadow on the wall, put the piece of paper about 8 inches from the wall. If your shadow is as bright as my hand is here, you have bright light. If the shadow is dull, I'm going to move my hand away from the wall. But let's say if your shadow is dull like this, that's considered medium light. And if it's very light, which is hard to do here because I do have some light right now, but if you could barely see the outline of your hand, then you have low light. They say if you cannot read a newspaper in the room you're in, that is low light. But I have a north-facing window and a south-facing window in my home. So I get light all day long. So I'm in between medium and bright light. My living room window is my south-facing window. So I get the majority of lights from there. And then you could go over to my dining room, which is my north-facing window. But like I said, today it's been raining and very dark in here. So anyways, I just thought I wanted to show you the plant collection that I have and how I take care of them. And you don't have to have a green thumb to take care of this plant. One way, I'm making sure you do not overwater, and that also too depend on the size of the pot of your plant. Give it 1 cup of water a week. This one up here, since they're in a 10-inch pot, maybe 2 cups of water every 2 weeks will take care of that plant. And again, the more light or sun that your plants get, like your outdoor plants, you will need to water them more often than you will do an indoor plant. Now we're getting into the winter, so I could actually start cutting back on the watering and also fertilizing. Okay, if you have any questions or like to watch more videos, please hit that subscribe button. Hit the like, leave me a comment, and don't forget to subscribe. And I would love to hear from you, suggestion or advice. Just leave me a message and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you for watching and have a great day. Bye-bye.